Sloth, the slow death of the soul. Sloth does not storm into one's life like wrath, nor seduce like lust. It drifts in quietly, a gentle fog settling over the soul, unnoticed at first, then suffocating. Sloth is the sin of not caring, the creeping erosion of will, the surrender not to pain, but to numbness. It begins innocently, a delayed task, a postponed responsibility, a voice in the mind whispering, "You can do it later. It doesn't really matter right now." And at first, it feels harmless, even justified. You're tired, burned out, maybe disillusioned. Life is overwhelming, and you seek comfort in inaction. You rationalize disengagement as rest, when in fact, it is resistance. But unlike simple laziness, sloth is not about doing nothing. It's about becoming nothing. It's the refusal to engage with life, with purpose, with responsibility. It's the slow fading of your own potential. The unread book, the unspoken apology, the talent buried under convenience, the relationships left to wither, the prayers left unsaid. Over time, sloth becomes spiritual apathy, a lack of desire not just to act, but to become. You stop striving. You let meaning slip through your fingers. You forfeit the battle between good and evil simply by sitting it out. And the tragedy, you may not even notice. Sloth numbs the conscience before it destroys the spirit. It feeds off comfort and fear. Comfort in the familiar, fear of failure, fear of effort, fear of change. It whispers, "Why try?" when nothing really changes. And so you stay, in bed, in dead-end routines, in unfulfilling habits, in spiritual sleep. But here's the truth, sloth is not peace. It is surrender. It is the enemy of growth, of discipline, of action, of love. Because love, real love, demands effort. Becoming who you were meant to be demands sacrifice, discomfort, engagement, and sloth recoils at all of that. The danger of sloth is not that it makes you bad. It's that it makes you empty. It takes the raw materials of a meaningful life and lets them rot in silence. And in that silence, the soul begins to atrophy. Not because it's filled with darkness, but because it is filled with nothing. To overcome sloth is not to sprint or to scream, but to wake up, to choose to care, even when it hurts, to act, even when it's easier not to believe that your presence in the world has weight, that your actions, your words, your very existence can push life forward. Sloth starts with delay, it ends with regret, and between the two lies the quiet battlefield of the human soul.